So I told you that I was just retarded, right?
Oh, for the uploading?
Yeah, I was uploading like an image or something. Like I was just clicking the wrong file the whole time. I did it like 5 times. And every time I'm like, why won't it upload? Well, because sir, this is a PDF. You can't upload PDFs to YouTube, you fucking dumbass.
Stupid fucking YouTube.
So I think like the next feature that they come out with is just like instead of, you know, like an extension or something, it's just it's a gun and you shoot yourself with it.
Fucking off yourself.
Yeah.
Hello, your computer has virus.
Hello, chicken ricken.
Bomb has been planted. I am on my way.
Fatality. You must construct additional pylons. Counter. Headshot.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I'm just so comfortable. Like I have had either Summit or Gork in my head for
that's why you don't stop.
For like 10 years. Literally,
Well,
like in Summit too. So like they're just been on the side, like they're on the monitor, on the side monitor.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh, and you can always see them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really watch it. Like I'll watch like if I'm in between a game or something, or if I'm working on something, I'll look over every once in a while and stuff. But like they're just always on, you know, like obviously when I'm playing Tarkov, I fucking like mute them and stuff. You know, but most games I'm not playing that need sound, you know, whoring.
Yeah. When I was a work from home free boy.
Yes, when you were
before I was a
man.
slave.
A slave to the man.
Is that someone outside? Babe, get my gun. And I used to really like watching Mario 64 speedruns. Speedruns are like a great thing to like Twitch streams.
Yes.
Because while you're working, you know, you just have them on all day. Like you will very much like you'll likely watch or you'll likely witness a world record happen.
Yeah, because
like
I've seen
it
like 8 hours.
Yeah, like it's just really cool. And
that's a fucking the speedrunning community. It's cool and stuff, but that's like a new level of autism.
I think. Well, here's the thing: is you know, so I learned about speedrunning from you. Yeah. And you always mention like all
Dark
the
Souls.
autistic people that go
fucking,
to Games Done Quick.
GDQ. Yeah, GDQ is like fucking furry tranny world, you know, like, but they're also speedrunners. Like, is this a convention for you guys? They're like, no, we're speedrunners.
Yeah,
like,
we're speedrunners.
It's like,
slash they them.
Yeah. Like, is that really what's going on here? Like, I mean, they're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
At the games. I
think,
don't know what that correlation is. Like, do you have to have a tail to be a speedrunner?
Yes. Yeah, you have to have some tism. I think there are like definitely. So what I see at like GDQ like is totally different from like. I mean, like Mario speedrunning, I feel like is like so like pure and normal. Like everyone that does it, like seems like actual sociable people. Yeah. Versus like if you're a speedrunner of Pokemon Crystal.
Yeah, you get some weird niche
like,
games.
You might be
nobody's
like,
even played like once, but this guy's speedrunning it. You're like, I've never even heard of this game.
I mean, that doesn't even sound fun.
Yeah, and you've done this. You've played this for the past like 5 years, like 10,000 hours.
It's fun to play Mario 64 over and over again.
Yeah,
because it's fucking Mario.
I think that maybe that's what it is too. Like why they're more normal because it's just like that's like the bro genre of playing of being a speedrunner. You know, like I think like Dark Souls. Too. Okay. Like I would watch
a little more.
I think his name was Ella Jazz. He's like a Swedish dude. He's actually like a bigger streamer now. I think he has like over like when I see him streaming now, he has like over 10,000 viewers. But I would watch him when he had like 500 viewers. Speedrunning Dark Souls was all he did. And I don't think he speedruns anymore. I don't really know, but he was just like a dude. Like
he turned it into a career.
Yeah, well, I think he just slowly built more and more. There's that other. I don't know if you've ever seen him, the speedrunner. He's like a fucking like jacked redheaded dude.
No.
He does like Mega Man and shit like that.
That sounds pretty based.
Yeah, and he's just like a bro, like fucking dude. Like he's fucking like punches his couch and shit when he loses, like breaks his couch and shit. You know, like
Summits.
Yeah, and he's just
punches the monitor.
Yeah. Now Summit gets mad now, but he's clearly like.
Is he like 40 now?
I think he is
50.
No, he might even. He's close to our age.
Summit's a really cool dude.
Yeah,
and I don't really like watch him. I know you love him, and he's like the OG streamer. I could definitely see him being on YouTube.
I don't think he'll ever leave Summit. I mean, I don't say Summit.
Someone won't leave Summit?
Yeah, I literally, Twitch could be Summit.
Yeah.
Because it literally, like, he's just like one of the Twitch guys.
Well, they just lost Pokimane.
Yeah.
But who
Well,
cares?
no,
Who cares what she does?
Is she left Twitch?
Yeah, she went to YouTube.
I didn't even. I've literally never.
YouTube just has YouTube. Like really, like the streaming is better.
Is it?
On YouTube? But there's no discoverability. So like
Yeah.
if you want to like go and find gamers of like you know streaming, like that's impossible to do on YouTube unless you're subscribed to them.
Yeah. Know how to do an intro.
Do it.
Hey, it's me. My name's Bam. I have 6 M's in my name.
6 of them.
Yeah, I have 6 of them in my
That's
name.
incredible.
Yeah.
How do you expect people to remember that?
It's easy.
Yeah.
6. That's an
1,
easy
2, 3.
number. Yeah. That's actually like how I do it.
Four.
Yeah, that's how when I write it in. I go 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't count.
that's
to
how
six.
I do it too.
I don't count to 6.
You don't.
I don't know why.
1, 2, 3.
I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 2 3s.
I gotta break it up.
It's really,
I don't want to go all the way to 6. That's a
Yeah.
waste of time. I'll
You
cut
could
to
do
3 twice.
you could do 4 2s or 2 4s.
I don't know.
I like 3.
I don't know.
2
I'm
3s.
set in the 1,
Wait,
2,
2
3, 1, 2,
4s.
3.
Oh fuck, I'm
See?
I'm retarded. I messed it up already. I just spelled your URL wrong and I went to the wrong
GIF,
page.
That's one of my favorite GIFs.
I just went to a porn page, typing your shit in
You
wrong.
know the GIF I'm talking about? Or
No.
it's fucking, he has like the moose shirt on.
No.
And he looks in the mirror and he's like, I'm retarded.
Oh,
but like
yeah.
he's normal,
Oh,
but then he
God.
looks at it, he has doubts.
So that's like one of I'm base justice, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That is one of my favorite gifts.
Oh, 100%.
And it came up the other day, maybe like a few months ago, and I shared it with my partner, and I shouldn't have.
Nah.
Yeah, that was
See the creature.
yeah, I put that one
inside.
away.
No, the other one is close second favorite is the bow and arrow one, the Robin Hood.
Yeah,
Have you seen that one?
no, yeah, I think so. But
I think
what
I've
is
said it.
Remind me.
It's the kid, and he has an apple on his head.
Yeah.
And he's against a tree.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
see his head, and he's there, and he has the apple on his head. And the guy draws back the arrow, and he shoots it, and he hits the arrow, and everyone around him is like, yeah, like cheering and stuff. And it zooms
Yeah.
out, and there's like 70 arrows in the kid's
Oh yeah,
chest. And he's like clearly dead. Like,
is
he's
that
been-
Monty Python?
I don't know. It looks like Monty
Yeah,
Python.
I know exactly what
But
you're
yeah,
talking about.
there's literally like 80 arrows in the kid's
Yeah.
chest.
Um,
That was like the beginning of like those like quick. Maybe that
yeah.
was the
well, gifts
addiction.
went away.
No, but
Kind
that
of.
was the beginning of like the dopamine
Yeah.
hits. Like
Yeah,
mini
GIFs.
miniature dopamine
But do you
hits.
remember high quality gifs? You remember that Reddit back in the day? Couldn't exist today because like no one gives a fuck about gifs.
no one
But
gives a
like
fuck.
but people were like it was this whole community of these savage people like constructing like these basically like these little films and like they'd be like super high resolution
never saw that.
and like they were just all super cool.
I just remember there was that. The gifts were big, and then I remember when Hover Upon came out. Do you remember the
Yeah.
add-on that?
No.
The Hover Upon was a Chrome add-on
Yeah.
that allowed
Porn?
Yeah, Chrome.
Oh.
And when you went over the hyperlink,
Yeah.
you didn't have to click the hyperlink.
Yeah.
It just
Oh.
did a pop out of the hyperlink.
Wait, why don't they do that shit anymore?
It's still there.
Yeah.
I still use it.
You use it?
But I don't
That's fucking
really,
awesome.
I don't like, I browse, when I go on Reddit now, it's more like a mobile thing.
Yeah.
But back then, you
Yeah.
know, I'd be on Reddit and I would just do, it was the beginning of doom scrolling.
Yeah.
Because then
Oh,
you didn't
yeah.
even have to click.
Oh yeah.
Because click back then, you had to click a link to look at things.
Oh,
but
yeah.
this was like the first time you could just scroll through because I didn't have to click any link.
Yeah.
I just put my mouse on it, popped out the image of what
Yeah.
I wanted to see, or you know, the GIF or whatever it was, and then I just kept doom
fucking
scrolling.
amazing.
But that was you know, like I see things now and people are like, oh, these, you know, like Vine and Vine, fucking TikTok and stuff. It's
Yeah.
it's ruining everyone because it's
It's not.
changing our ability to focus on things. It's like, motherfucker, have you been on the internet? Like,
Yeah.
that's our entire
People love
existence.
short form content.
Yes, yeah,
They always have.
and we've always, yeah. I mean, it's forums.
Yeah.
Like, go to
What do you think a meme picture is?
Yeah, like people
Yeah.
like quick.
That's like
hits.
a quit of ooh, nice.
Yeah,
that was
that's
funny.
not new.
That was
They're
funny.
acting
Move
like,
on
they're like,
next.
it's shifting the way nobody can
Yeah.
even watch a movie
No.
anymore. It's like, no, movies just fucking suck. You know, like that's why people don't watch.
They don't make good
anymore.
movies anymore.
No, there's no
Straight
more
up,
good movies.
period.
Yeah, I would watch a movie if there was a good one.
Yeah, me
I
too.
have not even looked. I literally don't turn my TV on.
Yeah.
It just sits there.
We watch TV.
Yeah, I don't ever watch TV anymore. Like
You're
I
usually
just,
watching shows though, because there's not they don't
yeah,
make
oh
good
yeah,
movies
yeah.
anymore.
If there was a show, we actually fuck. What was? Oh, I wanted to go back after I sent you that. Speaking of short form content, the Zin one where it's the Anakin. He's like, I am what remains. I fucking love
yeah.
that scene in Obi-Wan. And maybe want to go back and watch. I just watched that. Just
the prequels.
I want to watch all of them, but I want to watch the Obi-Wan show again.
Oh, I need to
I've seen
watch
it
that.
once. It was
Still.
that's what that's from.
I'll skip that.
Because he fights.
Yeah.
Fights Anakin.
Okay.
The entire series is him essentially like a build up to
Yeah.
him fighting Anakin.
Maybe
Vader.
I think maybe I've seen the like first 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's
is there,
really
like,
fucking
there's
good.
Princess Leia, right? And
Yes.
she's a
yeah.
okay.
He goes.
I've seen
he
it.
goes on a mission to find Leia. This is before, this is before Vader knows about Luke or Leia.
Okay.
So he doesn't know either of them exist.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even know that that's what he's doing, but he can feel Obi-Wan's presence.
Oh.
So like he's sensing Obi-Wan around and stuff, and his, like that's the cult. He blames everything on Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Like he thinks Obi-Wan killed his family, like killed Padme, killed his
That's
kids.
what Palpatine wanted.
Yeah. I mean,
He just
that was
like
the ultimate.
he just harbored like hatred.
Yeah, and I mean, and then the last scene of fucking, whatever, episode 3 or 4, I don't remember, whatever. That's what he tells him when he's like, what about Padme? And he's like, you killed her, And it's that last scene when Vader's like, whoa, and like everything starts fucking shaking and shit. Like, and that fucking awesome. They just need to make a Vader season next. A Vader season, because Vader's just fucking like the comics, dude.
Yeah.
The Vader comics and shit, dude. And he's just a fucking badass. Like, there is no cooler fucking character in all of. And he's also like getting into the lore a little bit, but he's the only like true like fully dark side person who like went to the full extent of dark side force who came back.
Damn.
I
never thought of that.
Yeah, he's the only one who's ever come back.
Of that. Yeah.
Like, and he's the only person who's ever like denied, and he actually truly did like fulfill his legacy of equalizing the force. Like that's what he said. You were supposed to balance the force.
Yeah.
You were the chosen one.
Dude, I'm getting chills right
You
now
were my
thinking about that.
brother.
What the fuck?
I loved you.
Oh shit. He fulfilled it. He
like
was the chosen one.
Yeah, he was. He at the end of it, like those fucking movies are absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I mean that storyline, to have that whole thing, like it's just such a fucking cool character to have a character who like goes to the brink of like destruction, pretty much like this horrible person. Like
loses his
you see him in
body.
fucking in Rogue One, like fucking chopping people up, like in fucking, I think it's in Obi-Wan too. Like he's literally, in Obi-Wan, he's literally just walking down the street, like killing like passerbys.
Yeah.
Because he knows Obi-Wan's around. So he's like literally just walking down the street and people are like, oh, and he's trying to run. He's just like force choke snapping people's necks and shit. Like, cause he's just a full on monster.
Damn, I need to watch this. What
Dude,
the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, and then the redemption of him, like in that final scene when Palpatine's like, then you shall die. And he's like shooting the fucking lightning into him, and he just picks him up over his head and fucking throws him into the pit and shit. You're like, dude, this is like, like those kind of movies are fucking wild. And that's fucking like 1970. Like that movie is still one of my all-time favorite movies, just like out of all movies, any genre.
The original trilogy was excellent.
Yeah, incredible. I mean, I like the new ones too, but I think it's partly because we grew up with them.
Yeah. Well, we grew up with the prequels. I think the prequels are excellent.
Not
but the
prequels.
But the new sequels, fucking dog shit garbage.
I'm still a Star Wars fan, so I like them, but I do think they're complete fucking bullshit.
I like them
understand.
from like a design space. Like I feel like everything looks cool. I think Rey is like a cool character, and Kylo Ren is like a super cool new villain.
They just dropped. It was like Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
they just dropped a whole bunch of cool stories. Like Finn is a fucking Jedi.
Yeah,
he's a Force user. Yeah. They dropped that. They literally hint at the end. The fucking
like, no, Finn, you have a girlfriund now.
Yeah, you like some Asian chick now, and you fucking kissed her once. Like it's like, wait, what? Like I thought he liked Rey, and I thought he was a fucking Jedi. Like like I think fucking episode 8 or whatever. The art for the movie is him holding the fucking lightsaber.
Holy shit, dude! I remember that.
It's literally like full on, like he is the next Force. Like fucking awesome, badass, and he was a cool character, great actor. Like. And there's like, no. And then the whole fucking Rey Palpatine thing.
I think like my big issue with like that is like, so there was obviously no direction throughout the entire thing. And then like the second film, the whole thing is like, no, Rey, like, your power can just exist in this world. And then like, even like in one of the later scenes, it's like the orphan, and then the orphan is like showing off like huge force powers. It's like kind of backs up that whole idea. Like you can be anyone.
Yeah.
And it like totally is like a Disney like thing to like be like, everyone can be that.
Yeah, it was midichlorians.
And like that was like fine. That's like, anyone can do it. But then the third episode came out and they're like, actually, no, you're a Palpatine. Not everyone.
And then at the
can
very
do
end
this.
of it, they're like, wait, because at the end of that, they tell her she's no one.
Yeah.
They tell her parents are no one.
Yeah.
They're like, oh wait, actually you're a Palpatine. But then at the end of it, she's like, actually I'm Skywalker now. Like I'm Skywalker.
I'm just a Skywalker.
Yeah, I'm just a Skywalker. It's like, you're fucking a Palpatine. Because there's also there was talks of doing like a whole like underworld series where they actually went into like when Palpatine had Rey, and like all that, like explaining the backstory behind how Rey came to exist, like why was she on the fucking planet, who dropped her off on the fucking planet, like all that fucking like the Sith holocron shit, like her little fucking like that blade, that bullshit, all that stuff was so like. Yeah, it was clearly just, it got very, like,
they forgot.
It got Disneyed.
Yeah, it got Disney.
Got Disneyed.
But, like, Disney has so much money, like, you think that they would, like, not want to drop the ball on...
I mean, they really picked it up with the shows.
They have.
The shows are incredible.
Yeah,
Ahsoka's garbage.
awesome.
Ahsoka's bad. But other than that...
Yeah.
They're really... But Ahsoka's bad because they're just trying too hard to be... Like Ahsoka reminds me of like they're like she's trying to be like Qui-Gon, like all those guys. Like they're trying to make it like she's like a stoic male character. It's like she's not
strong female.
Yeah, like they're just trying to
write her like a male.
Yeah, it's literally like it reminds me of those like early 2000s like female cop. In a show like where it could be any actress. But they all act exactly the same. It's like that's not how they act, right? Like there's female cops and they're not that way. Like they can be feminine. Like it's fine. Like we don't need them to be like fuck you, get on the ground. Like they can act normal. Like or they can be whatever the fuck they want. Like they just they create these like fake archetypes that don't exist and then just force them down our throats. And you're like I don't want this. Like I'm so fucking sick of this. But that's what that reminded me of Ahsoka. Like it's like. Her and fuck, I can't even think of it. I'm the clone, all that like Clone War shit. The fucking her Padme, the Mandalorian Jedi.
Okay,
she plays exactly the same way. Like there's like no literally the dialect between them, like them talking, is literally just exchanges of 1 to 2 words because they're like yes, they're like okay. Let's go. Like,
just like shrouded in mystery. Cool.
Yeah, they're trying to be
character.
like cool, quiet. It's like they could like we don't need to fucking replicate.
Why does everyone have to be like cool and quiet?
Yeah,
like
just
I'm
like
done with that.
Yeah,
I played Legend of Zelda.
Yes, no,
he doesn't talk at all.
Yeah, I want fucking talking. I want acting.
I want a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
fucking,
whatever. Yeah, I want asshole Link.
I want Star Lord Link.
Yeah, no, yeah, and that was a thing. And then also the other thing with Ahsoka is the choreography is comical.
Is it?
It literally looks like geriatric people fighting.
Okay.
Like it's slow motion.
See, I think what Obi-Wan when I watched the first few episodes of that, the scene where they're chasing her through the woods,
that is really bad.
Like I was like, bro, like
it's a little 3. It's like a 6-year-old girl outrunning like 7 grown men.
Yeah, they're like they're smiling. Like I'm like, you guys aren't.
Yeah, it's like,
obviously aren't taking this seriously.
Have you seen a child run compared to an adult? Like it's not a fair fight. Like they're gonna catch her. Yeah, that was pretty bad. But they do that one is good. But then they don't really ever do like full on fights in that one.
Yeah.
But they also kind of mask it and make it make sense in that one because Obi-Wan it's like the latter part of Obi-Wan hiding on Tatooine.
Okay.
So he has not done. He's literally been Uncle Ben.
Since then,
he's been a hermit.
Okay.
He buried his fucking lightsaber. He gave up. He abandoned the Jedi Order.
Jesus Christ.
Because everyone died. Because Anakin, his savior, his brother, his literally like his existence betrayed him, and he pretty much killed him. And he knows he's alive and knows he's Darth Vader. So he knows he essentially
fucking created
Obi-Wan has
the worst monster.
Yeah, Obi-Wan essentially has the guilt of like destroying the universe.
Yeah, and creating the Empire.
The Empire exists. Like it all happened under his
nose. I wonder why like he didn't turn to Sith.
He just abandoned everything.
Do you think he ever got tempted?
I don't know. I mean, he's haunted by Qui-Gon. He's like he shut off himself from the Force.
Okay.
So like that's why like towards the end of it, like even when he can't even do anything.
Yeah.
At one of the points, Leia's about to die and he saves her using the Force, but that like broke him.
Just that
through.
very moment.
Yeah. He essentially has he's shielded himself from the Force like the same way Luke has at the end of those. Like he's just on the island. Like they can barrier themselves off. Like just fucking dig down and just abandon everything. But
damn.
Yeah, no, it's good. But they, like I said, that one they do it better because he has, like I said, he has this, he hasn't used a lightsaber. He hasn't been a Force user. So like, it's okay that he's like shitty with a lightsaber. But Ahsoka, it's like, she's fucking like, there is no, like, she's just been running around. She's like dual wielding like katana lightsabers all the time. Why is she fucking moving at 2 miles per hour?
Strong female lead.
I don't even know what that is.
Has to dual wield lightsabers.
Yeah, well, I don't know why they made her like a geriatric character though when she fights. Like that was the worst part for me watching that. So I honestly never got through it. Who knows? It could have been cool. It's about Thrawn.
Yeah,
and Thrawn is a really fucking
Thrawn
cool.
is badass.
Yeah, so like it's probably very cool. Like I said, I couldn't get through it. But.
Are you gonna play Star Wars Unlimited? I don't know either. We should split a box.
I don't even know it's worth it.
Yeah,
I think it's literally just a pure waste of money.
I feel like I'm pulling out now.
Yeah,
Like,
I think because I literally just don't trust Star Wars card games.
Yeah,
They're literally.
I don't trust FFG.
Yeah, it's like a flavor of the week thing for
Fantasy
them.
Flight games.
Yeah, they just drop
ruined
shit.
Star Wars Destiny,
Yep.
which was the best game ever.
And they just, like I said, they it doesn't feel like they're releasing games. It's almost like they're releasing board games.
Yeah,
That's what they should be doing, but
Yeah.
they just put it in card game format and suck
that'd
everybody
be
dry.
fun. Yeah,
But it's more money.
yeah.
So they make it this way where you have to buy booster packs, but it's really,
Yeah.
you're just buying a booster pack to play a fucking standalone board game that they're going to abandon in 2 years.
I mean, I feel like Star Wars Unlimited, like at the moment, what we've played, like it just kind of feels like shittier Magic.
Or shittier fucking, whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
What's the last one? Destiny.
Destiny?
Feels like a bad version of Destiny. Like a
Destiny.
more boring Destiny.
Yeah.
Like Destiny was just cooler.
But
It's like
it
you
was
can
the
have-
best game. It
Destiny
was
was a-
insane. It was
yeah.
insanely good.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
getting to pick like a crew of guys. I don't want to just be one guy. Like I want a crew of guys.
Yeah, and
I want you to have to
the
kill
deck
all my
building
guys.
was a ton of fun. It was simple.
Yeah.
It was very easy
30
to,
cards.
Yep, and like it didn't have a disgusting amount of cards.
Yeah.
It had like a very reasonable. It felt balanced. It felt
Yeah.
like you could realize things like the it felt like approachable to
Yeah,
anybody. Like you
absolutely.
could literally just you could play. You'd be like, oh, we want to play this game. Like sit down and play with me, and we could literally
Yeah.
like you just play. And after one game, you will be proficient at this game. You will understand how it
That's-
works.
yeah.
And you can fucking make cool like lore. Like there was no like it didn't really feel super meta. Like you could just kind of fuck around and like build cool things and have a good time. Build fucking.
Yeah.
Like fucking Rando Mando, that guy I used to play with a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I played with him a ton, but I think he was a pretty big player. I don't know where he actually played, but he
I thought
played.
he was like a Magic player.
He is, but he
Okay.
also was a big Destiny player.
Gotcha.
That's
where
how
you met him.
Yeah, I
Okay.
met him playing ARH.
I forgot that he was your friend. I thought he was Awful's friend.
Yeah, no, he was.
But,
But he played fucking Javas.
Okay.
Javas. Like that's all he played was Javas. Like
Yeah.
he played gray.
Just like a fuck ton of
colorless.
them.
He played colorless decks.
Yeah.
Like
That's
of just
badass.
like Jawas and like bullshit stuff
Yeah.
like that, and he would fuck you up.
That's
but that
fucking
was cool.
cool.
Like he just played
Yeah.
like just like dumb shit like that, and it was
Yeah.
cool to see like that you can be competitive and not be playing like
Yeah.
because like Magic is, I mean, obviously like the premier.
I feel like the balance of Magic is always like, I feel like no one is like, maybe it's just like our group, but I feel like no one's particularly like good. It's just like you're just playing what you have in your hand.
Yeah,
As far
well-
as like our level of play, maybe it's like, oh well, who has a higher power level here?
Yeah,
That's who's
I mean, I
winning.
think it's sometimes. I think with the thing with Magic that's tough about it is there is no standardization.
Yeah,
So there's no way of like really like, like the power level shit is
Yeah.
just a subjective scale.
absolutely.
It's, I mean, you can, there are some cards like, yeah, obviously that's a strong card and stuff, but like in the right player's hands,
Yeah,
like who knows, like what
True.
play can be made,
Yeah.
things like that. So it's really, I think it's really, and the scale.
the scale.
There's too many cards.
Yeah, there's way too many fucking cards.
But I think that's why the normal format is the competitive format then.
Yeah.
Because they limit what you can play with.
I think like also like in Magic, it's just like the reason why I didn't want to ever play Magic was because the text on the cards are too fucking long
It
in
is
the
pretty
first place.
fucking
And
crazy.
like now that I'm actually playing it, like I threw that thought away, but like now I'm like, wait, I was right.
Yeah.
Like this is against like 3 other people. This is way too much fucking shit to
It can't be
keep
played in
track
person.
of. Yeah, no.
Like that is not to me, that game, like playing Commander
Yeah.
in person is like hell
fucking
to me.
bullshit. Yeah.
I literally just don't play.
Yeah.
It's like playing solitaire.
Yeah.
I'm like, you do whatever you want on your turn.
like,
'Cause I'm
okay,
not going to
go.
sit behind you
Yeah.
and fucking look at your 75 cards on your board and read the 60.
On your 10-minute turn.
Yeah, like I don't want to do this. Like I'll just play on my turn, and like
Yeah.
if something cool happens or whatever, like I'll try and win I'll do my solitaire moves, and that's that. Like fucking,
Yeah.
it does not matter. Because it's just too much shit on tabletop sim.
Yeah.
Fucking perfect.
yeah,
because
a
you
lot
can
better.
look at all the cards, you can read stuff, you can pay attention to their turns. You're actually
Yeah.
invested in stuff because you're like, oh, I can read. I don't have to like literally ask you to like see every card in your deck. Every card on your fucking board and read it all, and like
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I said, I think that's those games in person to me seem it's crazy. To
They're
me.
hell.
Oh, well, I guess
Yeah.
they just have the people who do it have been playing forever,
Yeah.
so they know literally every card.
Yeah.
They don't have to read them.
It's like I can't do that.
no, so it's just
Destiny was really quick IRL, by the way.
Yeah,
it was so quick.
super fast.
Yeah,
not
just like here's my deck box. Boom, let's
Yeah,
go.
not
10
confusing
minutes.
at all.
Yeah,
I mean, there was no confusion. You
No.
knew exactly what was
Yeah.
happening. It also was easy. It also kept you involved with
Yeah.
the turns.
yeah, I love
like
that.
I think that's a really smart way of doing a card game. Like have it not be like your turn, and you get to
Star Wars Unlimited.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's get the 2-player set. We'll play it together.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
We
We'll-
can just
we'll
go.
play.
They'll be there.
Yeah.
Those guys will be there with it.
Yeah.
They'll be playing. We just show up.
So I guess that's like good for our Nobody Cares section.
I guess.
But,
There's
I
the
do-
other thing we don't really have. There's
Yeah.
no four.
I do kind of have some stuff for you.
Oh, do you?
Just a little bit. I don't know
have
if this
nothing.
is like sort of the meat of what this is going to be about, or
We'll find out.
I feel like these were more Nobody Cares stuff.
Yeah, I think we're just.
But,
I think it's just that can be this episode. It's just a whole episode of Nobody Cares.
Yeah. Nobody Cares episode. That's good. Last week I asked you about what you feel like 5 years ago was.
Yes.
5 years ago feels like 2010 to me.
Yeah.
Like that's what I think of when someone says 5 years ago. I'm like,
2012,
yeah.
Yeah, like it's not a real. Yeah, your scale of time. Well, COVID also. Pause.
But that's
stole
where it
3 years.
froze. Yeah. We're still in COVID.
Yeah.
But so we met when did you go to boot camp? In 2014? Or
That
2015?
sounds right. What year is it now?
2024.
So no, 2015.
2015.
2015. I went to boot camp.
And January?
February.
Okay, so then we met in 2014. So
We met probably like 6 months before I went to
Yeah.
boot camp.
So it's been a year. It's been a year, buddy.
It's been
It's been 10 years, buddy. It's been a year.
it's been
been 1
10.
year since frozen in time during
Yeah,
COVID.
yeah.
But it's been 10 years. And I was looking at Discord because you asked me for some credentials for our TikTok account.
Oh yeah.
Because we wanted to post some shorts over there.
Yeah.
And
Watch our shorts.
and I used the search function to get that information.
Oh, shit.
And then
Did
for
you-
some
how
reason,
deep did it go?
well, I was like, well, because I pulled up some other stuff, and I was like, well,
Gotta
I
delete
wonder
this.
what like the beginning of our conversation was on here. But we didn't start as friends on Discord.
No.
We
TeamSpeak.
started on TeamSpeak.
Yeah.
And then our first Discord message was 2016, which that totally fits because I think that's when it like first started.
Yeah,
really
first came out. I mean, we were
out.
definitely in there. on
Yeah.
that. Like we had to be some of the first users on Discord.
Yeah.
Like we were like right away. Like, 'cause what happened? Did TeamSpeak just die?
I think we just, people
It's
were
all
using
free.
Discord and they were like, this is free. And I think I feel like we're the first adopter of it.
Yeah, I remember.
and then finally we were just like, oh, well, I guess we don't have to pay for TeamSpeak anymore. We're
just gone.
fully,
Yeah, we're in.
we just cut the cord on it.
Yeah.
But, all our first messages were like so fucking funny. Like they are so problematic. Like it's just like the F slur. Like our first conversations are just like us dropping the F slur at each other. Like we don't even say anything else. We're just like
over like month spans.
F.
Yeah.
F. You on? F. On
You
your
on?
PC? F. And but I do have another question for you. We've gamed a lot over these years together. A lot of times we'll play together. A lot of times we'll play separately, but we'll just sit in the Discord silent.
Yeah, silently until it's 2 a.m.
And we've done that for like 10 years, right? But I do have to ask you, in 2017, where were you? Where were you in your life in 2017?
2017.
Were you in Savannah? You had to have been.
Yeah, I was in Savannah.
You were in Savannah?
Yeah, that was the most degenerate version of me.
Okay.
That was a heathen version. That was an absolute
I imagine.
monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that version of me, before I met my wife, I probably had a good 3 months.
You guys met in Savannah.
Yeah.
You had a good
3 months left
okay.
of living.
Yeah. Oh God. Are you really?
I was just a monster.
Yeah.
I don't know
Okay.
how I didn't get either arrested.
I know you were drinking and fighting.
Yeah, we just fought. Yeah, every single.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I lived in downtown Savannah.
Yeah.
On City Market.
So just in the shit.
I lived a block away from City Market, which is the fucking spot in downtown Savannah. I was, early 20s.
Yeah.
Fucking fully expendable. Nothing, just me.
Yeah.
I didn't have a phone.
Yeah. Are you serious?
I had no cell phone.
No
I
way.
dropped it in the Savannah River.
And you just didn't. How long
get
did
a
you
new
not have one?
A year and a half.
You're joking.
Literally, people would have to find me downtown. That's
No
how you would get a
way.
hold. That's literally people would just come downtown and
Yeah.
look for me.
How do you wake
or
yourself up for work or
throw rocks at my window? My apartment in downtown Savannah
Yeah.
had all of my windows had 60 holes in them because people would come and throw rocks at my window to
get
get me
your
because you
attention.
couldn't get to my door.
Holy shit!
It was like through a whole thing. So the only way
Yeah.
you could get my attention is if you and they knew my computer desk,
Yeah.
which is where I was if I wasn't fist fighting downtown.
Yeah.
I was at my computer desk punching my
like
computer.
Overwatch.
Yeah, fist fighting the air. And so they would throw rocks at me. Like literally would come through my window, like shatter my window,
Yeah.
and like hit me in the side of the head with a rock.
A year
and then I
and a
would
fucking
know
half.
and then I would know to come down
Yeah.
from my domain. Yeah.
So wait, I guess like what in that period, like you were a degenerate, but like you were functioning still.
Yeah.
I mean, you were doing your career fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never got any trouble.
No. I've literally never ever gotten any
Yeah.
like I've always like it was just the second we got
Off
off.
duty degeneracy.
Yeah, well, it was also the schedule. Like that's the same. That was the same sort of rotation. It was 2 days
Yeah.
on, 2 days off,
Okay.
sliding weekends. So it was like I'd work Monday, Tuesday, get off Wednesday morning,
Yeah.
be off Wednesday, Thursday, go back to work Friday morning, get off Monday morning, go to work Wednesday morning.
Okay.
Get-
So
you
it
know,
was always
just-
the same.
It was the same. But it was also like Monday nights
Yeah.
were fucking wild because I was like, you just got off of 3 days of duty.
Yeah.
So you were just locked in a fucking station for 3. So we would go out. So like Monday night was like fucking time to throw down. You
Yeah.
know, like, and we would just fucking go out, and it was just absolute chaos at all. Like I said, I have no idea.
Did you kill anyone?
Who knows?
You don't know.
Don't know.
Oh
Maybe.
God. No, it's funny. I always imagine like Riley being like a skinny boy.
No, right? No, right?
Like a skinny short boy, but
just because of the way we treat him.
yeah, I get maybe are we
just
bad to him?
abuse him?
Are we bad to him? I remember when we played
I mean,
Rust with him. and
I've
we made him go get our wood.
I've always abused, but also Riley has known me through all. Like I said, I think like I've known you for longer than I've known Riley and stuff.
Yeah.
But the people who knew like my online presence, like my in-person presence was much different then because it's like I said, I was just like fully unhinged, untethered from humanity, like could just do whatever I wanted with no repercussions, and that, you need a fucking Zen. Oh God. I'm shaking.
Yeah, I need a Zen. I'm
Yeah.
shaking.
But so like that the way I was in games and stuff, like that toxicity and stuff,
Yeah.
like I was also
You
because
were
I'm
like that
a
IRL.
bully. Yeah, but I'm a bully. I've always like
Yeah.
I grew up. I was a bully.
And
Like,
you could back it up because you had the size too.
yeah, well, but we never was like a physical threat on people. It
Yeah.
was just like just like verbally onslaught
Yeah.
people all of the time. Like
Some
that was
people are
my
just
skill.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was my skill was to talk. So
Yeah.
and I always abused that. My entire life I've always abused that. Like I was always just fucking
Just a
like, I was like,
smart
oh,
ass.
I'm good at. I was like, I'm good at talking. Like let me
Yeah.
fuck people
Excellent.
up. Like I never even. It helped probably that I was bigger.
Yeah.
Because no one would
Oh, it
ever.
definitely
So
did.
it was just like, oh, cool. Like this guy's also just slamming me, but
Yeah.
I don't really want to punch him.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
there you go.
but people did punch me. I've been punched many a times.
Okay.
Yeah, but that would be even more fun for me
Yeah.
because
Have
that was
you,
downtown. That was yeah. Like I said, that was a.
Did you ever get your ass beat?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good to get
I don't
your
know how I
ass
didn't
beat.
die.
Yeah.
Just get shot.
Yeah.
I had multiple.
Oh.
I had people. You're gonna be
Do
fucking.
you want to we can
like,
pause?
this is
Yeah,
I
cut
know
that.
a guy. We had a fucking like I had multiple people downtown like fake or maybe they did, I don't know, like pretend like they were gonna try and pull a gun on me,
Yeah.
like reach in their pockets and stuff and
Yeah.
like pretend like they were reaching for a
Fuck
gun
that,
and stuff.
dude. Yeah.
But like I said, I was just completely unhinged. So
Yeah.
like I would just go full like
Yeah.
lunatic,
It's like, please
crazy
do it.
person.
Please
mode.
do it.
Yeah, like just attack it, like just full throttle these people, like
Yeah.
a fucking full on lunatic. Like,
Yeah.
and then you're also downtown Savannah, so it's literally like fucking world star. Like
Yeah.
people are just losing their mind. People love it. It's like
Okay.
Fight Club. You know,
Holy
like
shit.
so like if you're just like obviously you're super fucking drunk.
Yeah.
You are, you have nothing. You don't care about anything. You're
Yeah.
just fucking just wild man. And then you're just pumped. You have like, it's like you're in a stadium,
Yeah.
so like people are just fucking losing their
Yeah.
mind.
Phones out.
Oh yeah. Like just madness. Fucking.
There's probably a video of you somewhere online.
There
bro, let me see it. If
don't
there's
know
a
where
video,
they-
I want to see it.
there was lots.
We got to put it on TikTok.
yeah. But throw them up there.
Can we get them?
No, I don't know where they are. There was,
I'll ask Riley.
yeah, he might have, there was one, there's a video there where I don't know what it was probably entirely my fault. I was always
Yeah.
the aggressor. I was always to blame.
Okay.
There was no reason. These people, I did nothing wrong. I was just a lunatic. And, But anyways, I chase somebody down where I'm yelling at him, I fucking probably screaming lunatic psycho mode. And I remember some guy, there's a guy comes up to me, like a fucking like a third party came up to me to be like, hey man, you know, like you need to like settle down because like I'm probably fully like I gotta look, you know, like I just must be, you know, not, you know, look like a normal human at that point.
Yeah.
And I
Ape strong.
he has a buttoned up shirt on.
Oh boy.
And he comes up to me, he's like, hey man, you need to cool down. Just take a breather, like being super reasonable and nice. Yeah. And I grab him by like the shirt collar in the front of it. And I just ripped his whole shirt off. And I just like throw him back. I never punched anyone.
Yeah.
I've never punched a person.
Okay. Just outright.
No, never.
Yeah.
I don't punch.
Okay.
I never punched anyone. I would just like throw people around.
Yeah.
Because I always thought like
you're a grappler type.
I was just bigger than people, so I just pick them up. And also, like, there's nothing more nothing will make you feel weaker than if another man picks you up off the ground.
Being moved.
Well, if you
by
get picked up off
man.
the ground,
Yeah.
be picked up. It makes you feel like a child.
Yeah.
You immediately surrender. Like you immediately are like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm in a bad place. The guy just lifted me off the ground. That's all I ever did.
Yeah.
I would just pick people up. And then like they would realize like, oh, I'm in a bad place now. I shouldn't be here. And then I would like throw them around. But I never
just
punched
peed.
anyone. Yeah, it's just not a good feeling
Yeah.
to be lifted off the ground. If you leave your feet,
Yeah.
you know, you realize like, oh wait, you know, like I don't know, you're like instantly like all that adrenaline and all the like I'm gonna crush this person. If you leave the ground, you're like, oh, you're a baby. You're instantly a baby. It like brings you back to being a child and being picked up off the ground.
Oh, God.
But that version of me was
Well, I feel like I've always like known. Or I've always like felt that you were some type of lunatic. I didn't think you were a lunatic. I just thought, you know,
like this guy's a
I
little
was
detached.
maybe like slightly evil.
Yeah.
But also like not. But and then I think like the biggest change that I've seen, or like maybe like when I've noticed like you like fully. I mean,
Becoming
obviously
a human.
you've like been like a mature person, like, you know, you're functioning in a career.
Yeah, I always had a
like
career.
that's maturity in itself.
Yeah, I was able to turn it on.
But like when I first noticed, I think was when you like full sent into aquariums.
Yeah.
I think you like totally changed.
Yeah, that could be.
Especially when you got the axolotl.
Yes. Yeah. My internet
like when
presence changed.
Yeah.
I'm a Reddit monitor.
Yeah, you had to moderate and fucking like protect people. And I think that's like probably the first time that I've seen you like where you're like now a defender of something. You're a defender
and I was
of
helping
axolotls.
people. I think it was the first time on online
that
I was offering advice.
That's
in like not getting,
trying to ruin stuff.
Yeah, and not getting super frustrated with people.
Yeah.
Like that was like the first time that I was like, oh, I don't have to just completely shit on these people. Like
Yeah.
I could just attempt to help them.
Yeah.
You know, like and work with them to, you know, to teach them something or something like that. But like I said, I think that also comes with age. I think it's a part of that same thing we were talking about, like toxic communities of young kids. I think I was especially detached, but I think it's just the way it is. Like, especially like, you know, like I was on my own. I fucking had expendable income. I fucking had no like, you know, like everything was good. Everything was good. I had everything good for me. Like, fucking, I could do whatever I wanted. Like, you know, like
friends.
Yeah. Yeah. And I had no accountability.
Yeah.
I literally could just like, I'd go to work. That was it. That was my accountability. Like go to work and do my job, which was like, that's fucking easy. I can do my job. Yeah. You know, and then other than that, like when I was off, it was just like I said, no phone. I didn't even no phone, just like no one could even call me. I was just like, cool, I'm gonna go fucking, you know, like, and that sort of mentality, I always kind of, like I said, I'm an only child. So like I've always been in, you know, groups of people. I've had, you know, I've been a social, be social when I choose to be.
Social butterfly.
Yeah, I have the ability to do that, but I've always liked being alone. Like I like just doing my own thing. Yeah, it's fun. Like, but when I was in fucking Jonesport, like that was awesome for me.
Yeah,
I literally like I would.
Oh yeah, Fogtown.
Yeah, I literally saw no one for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Like literally, you just don't see people. Like I would get off of work and like I would hop.
You were
on
there
Discord,
for 2 years.
like a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah. Fucking, you know, like just like no humans and stuff like that, no contact sort of thing. Like
that sounds awesome.
And that was cool. Like I liked that vibe. I liked that feeling of like, you know, like you don't have to look at your phone. You know, like you don't have to check anything. Like nobody's fucking calling you. Like
you don't have anything on the itinerary.
Nothing. Yeah, you just do like, what are you doing today?
That sounds so
don't know.
freeing.
Nobody's even asking you what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, like you can literally just do whatever the fuck you want. Like I would enjoy, you know, like I'd be like, you know, I'd get off, I'd go fucking, you know, walk through the fucking woods, you know, fucking go hunt, go work out.
With your bow.
Yep. Go fucking shoot some fucking squirrels, you know, like whatever the fuck I want to do. Like, yeah, whatever, like literally anything. There was no, but I do think that like, obviously I think I'm farther on that spectrum of like probably too much so that I like
spectrum.
being by myself. Yeah. Spectrum. But I do think that's really good for people. I think that it's good to be, you need to be comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
Before you can be comfortable with someone else.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't ever experience that.
No one has that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or a lot
well,
of people don't have that.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Louis C.K. had like a skit once. Rest in peace, Louis C.K.
Rest in peace, right?
He's
No,
disgusting,
he's
but hilarious.
He's back.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
He actually did a show.
Uncanceled?
No, yeah, he's uncanceled.
Oh,
he's
fuck
free.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
free.
back. Hell yeah.
I mean, he's not
We're
on
gonna
the
watch
big
that
name
tonight.
stuff,
Yeah.
but he is back.
He'll get there.
Yeah.
But one thing like he talks about is when people go in their cars and then they're driving, they're like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I'm alone.
It's me in my
and then they
car.
call someone.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
just like, like when I'm in the car, like I love just
yeah, like chilling.
not really like anymore because everyone on the fucking road
Yeah,
is
you don't want to die.
dumb as
I have to
fuck.
pay it. I'm just full of
like
rage.
trying to murder me.
Yeah, yeah. With
But
their
like
car.
like if you're just chilling driving like out in the country, like that's nice.
Yeah, yeah, no, I think like I said it, and also I think a lot of people are they're very dependent on somebody else for their own happiness.
Yeah.
Like you cannot, because it also not only does it's challenging because if you like, it's good to have other people around you. It's healthy.
Yeah.
Like we are social creatures, humans. Like,
Definitely.
you need human contact. You need to fucking see people. Like it just fucking balances you, teaches you fucking, you need to learn from you don't know shit.
Yeah.
Like you just keep that mentality always, like you don't know shit.
Yeah.
So, and being around other people helps concrete that in. You're like,
Yeah.
oh wait, I don't know anything.
Wait, I don't know shit.
Yeah,
I'm
but
dumb.
that being said, like I said, I do think it's good. Like if you don't have the tools to control your own emotions, and you're dependent on other people, and you never fucking develop those tools. And a lot of people they're never in a situation where they have to, because they always have somebody around. They got family, they got somebody. They always have something to lean on. And it's got to be challenging because then you get into relationships and stuff like that, and you put that weight on your partner.
Become super codependent.
Yeah, and even if you're not, even if you are, but you put like the blame, you pass all that stuff. Like you're like, it's your job to make me happy.
Yeah,
it's your job. Like if I'm unhappy, it's your fault. It's like no,
damn.
Like no, it's not. It's fucking your fault.
You're just unhappy.
Yes, you are. You're not. Again, this is more like. I always say, like, when people were like, I'm just mad and stuff, I'm like, it's the same thing. Like when I say like fucking like I'm like, are you a fucking automaton? Like is somebody else controlling you?
Yeah.
Like, you're in control of your own emotions, right? Like does it like fucking change them? Like change the way you're like, well, I don't have my emotions. It's like fucking, it's your brain. Like it is your brain.
Yeah.
If you cannot control your own, like I get that there's, obviously,
I mean, there's like
no absolutes.
mental healths and
Also there's extremes,
but,
like there's rage, there's
definitely.
fucking, like severe people who are like, I was never like a jealous person, but I know people who are just like super jealous, and that can drive them crazy because they get like, they go down these crazy rabbit holes. So I get that there are extremes of emotions and stuff, but I'm talking about more of like the, like having a bad day or like letting someone frustrate you, or it's the same thing as like people who are impatient.
Yeah.
If you're impatient, you're an idiot. That's my takeaway. When people are like, can't wait in a line and they're getting mad, I'm like, you're a fucking moron.
Yeah.
You're a moron. You figure out how to be patient. That should be like fucking 101. Like what are you, 10 years old? Like you need to learn patience, because it will only fuck you for your entire life. It will fuck you and no one else. Nobody cares if you're waiting in line. Only you care. Nobody else cares that you're behind them.
Yeah.
Doesn't affect any. So by you being mad about being in that line, you're just digging a hole deeper for yourself. It's not going to make the line go faster. Like you're just creating your own hell. Like you're just like, I always imagine that, like that's what I think is like hell. They just put you, like they take the person who's like can't wait in a line and they just put him at the end of the line for like 100,000 years. It's like, good luck, idiot.
Yeah,
you're creating this.
Yeah.
You've created this own fucking world around yourself. Like you could just be cool with it because it's not going to change.
Yeah.
But I think it's all that same vein that like some people like, they don't get the opportunity to learn that stuff. So while I was detached and doing dumb shit, also it did develop that a lot. Like that ability to just be like, oh yeah, I can just fucking, like I'm cool by myself.
Yeah.
I'm in control. Like
Fogtown, baby.
Fogtown.
That Fogtown lifestyle.
USA.
We need like a catchphrase for it, for that like state of mind. Fogtown state of mind.
Yeah, Fogtown. Yeah, you're just like
I'm going to Fogtown.
Yeah,
that means you're going. If you say that you're going to Fogtown, it means you're going somewhere and just fucking being left the fuck alone.
Just don't fucking talk to me. Yeah, like, and like I say,
sorry, I'm going to Fogtown.
I'm going to Fogtown right now.
Yeah, right now.
No, yeah, like I said, I think that's a big. I think, like I said, a lot of people do that. I mean, again, there are things like when people are like, oh, I can't, I get it. Like sometimes emotions are powerful, and I think that also, again, is the same thing like I was talking about last week about like when you're talking to somebody and they don't fully listen to everything you say because they're trying to process and come up with their own thing. So I think that also leans a little more into what I'm saying with like the third person. Like, it also plays into the way I'm able to control.
I want to talk about third person.
Yeah, well, it plays into
check mark.
Yeah, it plays into what I think with like the ability to control your emotions.
Yeah,
because if you're in the third person, you're not like it's like a fucking
you're watching
firewall.
A movie.
It's like a firewall.
Yeah.
It hits the firewall before it hits you. So it's like this input comes
Windows
in.
Defender.
Yeah, and it hits there and you're like, normally this would frustrate me.
Yeah.
But like it has to get through, like I'm processing that frustration before it gets to me and being like, fucking toss the emotion.
So it's a superpower for you.
Like I said, I do think it has negatives too.
Okay.
I don't think it's always a good thing.
You think there's like some
I think it's good to
detachment?
feel. Well, I don't, because it's not just negative emotions.
Yeah.
I also sometimes don't feel positive ones. Like not in all cases, but there's a lot of things like I'm not a very excitable person.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't get excited. Like I don't have like get excited over things a lot.
Right.
I'm not like giddy. I don't celebrate.
I've made you giddy before.
Yeah, I have been. Like it's just like there's obviously, like I said, you're always gonna have times, but like mostly speaking, like like I played sports my entire life. I played at a collegiate level. I played, I played at a high level. I was competitive. I was a fucking captain. Like I was never once in my entire. I played sports for the first 24 years of my life. I don't think I ever audibly cheered.
Okay.
Yeah, like people would be like, fuck yeah, like never.
Yeah.
That was never me. I would never like dog pile, fucking jump and celebrate a goal.
So I never did that when I was in sports either. But
like it just wasn't like me. Like I never had.
But I do that when I play Tekken.
Yeah.
Like when I'm by myself in that room, I'm fucking screaming when I'm winning. Especially if like I got a good one in.
Yeah.
But
that's good though.
Yeah.
Like that's a negative part of it, I think.
Okay.
I think you should, like, that's an awesome feeling. I always like looking out from that. It's the same thing. Like a lot of times it sucks because it also, like, I think my friend groups and stuff, especially growing up when I was younger, I was always with vastly older people than me because I never related to people my own age.
Yeah. You're an old soul, Dylan.
I guess.
I mean, Bam.
My name.
My real name. I've been named.
Yeah. But I think that was a part of it, was that like I wasn't able to like enjoy that like kind of like dumb, like sort of, not like obviously not entirely. Obviously there was times when I was, but I think it removes a lot of that ability to like have fun, kind of, like you just don't get to like be dumb and do dumb things and, like just kind of fuck around and stuff. So like I think it's not like an absolute like, oh, this is cool to be this way. Everyone who's fucking message.
Yeah, no.
But it's not a fucking, like I think you should have touches of it, like be able to control, but you don't want to fucking be a complete mute fucking wall, obviously, because that can't be fun either.
Yeah.
I don't think. I know.
So the reason why I brought up 2017 in relation to our Discord messages was in 2017, I think we messaged each other on Discord maybe twice.
The whole year?
The whole year. So that's why like I wasn't sure, but like I know that we were like,
I was gaming.
We were gaming.
Yeah.
PUBG was out. It just came out.
Fortnite came out right after that.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't Fortnite 2017?
Fortnite is like late 2017, early 2018.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's Fortnite PUBG time.
So I know we were just like, probably most of our messages were just on like channels. Talking and voice. But we didn't send each other any more messages that year. There was literally only like 2 messages. And I know I was doing my own thing. Like I was going to Chicago in Maryland.
Oh yeah, that's when you were in Chicago too.
So, but I thought that was interesting.
Just to see the fucking drop off.
Yeah, just an entire drop off. And then,
I didn't even think about that it goes that far back.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Well, we gotta go in there and delete some of this.
I'm gonna cancel you.
1 second, I gotta check something.
You said this word, and and then in 2018, that's when Brainscans started popping off. So that's when, and so Brainscans was a tournament organization that kind of we started. Mostly, I mean, really, I started it. You were a part of it in the beginning.
It was like my Discord and all that stuff.
It was your Discord.
Well, I think a lot of those things, which is funny, a lot of these things that happen where you create, like you make all these cool things, like I think like even like D&D time.
Yeah.
Like we talked, like I was just like, yo, we should do this. I sent you that one shot.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I'll do all this and I'll make this cool. Oh shit.
Holy fuck.
We're fucking watching YouTube.
Oh shit. We're watching TV now.
But Yeah, no, I think like, yeah, it's funny. I always think about it. I'm like, it's always like these little fucking, like pipe dreams that I like little things
ideas.
You take them and you create this entire world out of. You're like, okay, cool.
There we go.
And you make like I said, like fucking Brainscans.
We
And
gotta
you
make a
turn that,
game.
and that turned into UPL, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Underworld.
So so for the listeners, if we have any, we do. We got like 50 of them on our last video. That's cool.
Exist.
So Brainscans was an organization that I started because I wanted to host tournaments, and there was this really cool game that got announced by a small Swedish indie company out of Seattle, USA, known as Valve Corporation.
Small indie company.
They announced to great excitement at the international the Dota card game.
Yeah,
Artifact.
and that was also like that was like peak Dota.
Yeah, that
too.
was. Yeah,
like that was after fucking like Dendy.
Yeah,
like all those fucking
was
big
good
names.
Dota.
Like TI was huge.
Yeah,
they were winning like fucking 20
it's
grand.
so small
like
now.
$20 million.
No one gives
like,
a fuck about Dota anymore.
No, it's fucking dead game.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah, so I started that because I wanted to have Artifact tournaments, and it launched, and it was a completely dead game. I think that's something I would like to dive into like fully for an entire episode.
Yeah, Artifact.
And then that became UPL, which was we hosted Dota Underlords tournaments.
Yeah,
and that was another failed.
Which was, but
Valve
that was their auto chess,
Autchess,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just didn't have the same vibe, and now Teamfight Tactics
We wanted
huge.
that Asian touch.
Yeah, we wanted to be a little Chinese.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like I shouldn't belong, and I like it.
That was like what? Yeah, like Dota.
The mod was so good. Yeah, it was like confusing.
It was very confusing. It was janky.
Yeah, it felt like you were like it felt like you were doing like an RTS to survive in the game. Yeah, you were like, I have to. If I miss an APM when I'm buying my fucking characters,
dude.
You're like freaking out. But then you're also playing the chess version of the game, but like the in between rounds was like a whole nother game.
Yeah,
of like
it was real time in itself.
Yeah, how to use the menu.
Yeah,
like how to fucking figure out how to like. Do I keep cycling my gold to get new heroes to build
what
the
the
bigger
fuck are
hero?
elves and
like trying to remember the mix ups and stuff. Like
that shit was fun. That shit was a lot more fun than Underlords.
Yeah, Underlords. I tried it once, and then I never. Did you try the League one?
Yeah, once.
That was bigger, right?
Once. It's a lot. It's still big.
Is it?
Yeah, people play it. It's a good like idle game for streamers.
Yeah, I've seen. I know that one like took off. I just no fucking League.
They just
I'm not playing no fucking anime
I don't know
bullshit.
Yeah, Riot I guess just has a lot of money, and like the people that created Steam I guess don't have money. I know they fucking do. They're just like not doing it. But so I was wondering why we didn't talk that year. But another thing I wanted to mention, and I want you to write these down, is I want you to look up. So three things.
Am I looking up in
three
Discord?
things? You can no on Google maybe when you have your own time or now.
Okay.
So there are these two specific types of dissociation. They're called
a psychotic break.
Yeah, it's called a psychotic LSD
episode.
flashback. Just kidding. But one's called depersonalization and one is called derealization. Now I don't really know like the difference between these two, but it's like basically like what you described.
Real quick tangent.
Yeah,
Riley texted me about talking about the 3PD, and he said that sounds like functional depression.
Functional depression.
I was like, oh shit. But he's like, I was like, maybe.
But I've read about it, and I've read about it because I've experienced this.
Yeah, we were in this.
But like when I've experienced it, usually so I've experienced this since like middle school, and basically I've just always called it brain fart.
Brain fart.
I didn't know what the fuck it was, and pretty much it feels like you're in autopilot.
Yeah.
And you're like kind of observing from the outside.
Yeah.
They're both different. I think I've experienced like both, maybe at the same time or at different times. And pretty much it would happen to me like maybe like once every few years, and it would just be the entire day. And it's just like,
now, were you when this would happen to you? Was it like so? Did you feel less or more cognizant?
It felt like nothing was real.
Okay.
Like it felt like I was stuck in a dream, but like I knew it was real, but it's like I was just like doing things, and I was like, just kind of on the outside, like, okay, like I feel like I never like, I don't think I did anything like out of character. Everything was totally in character, like myself. But it's like I'm still like stuck on the outside, like oh fuck, like like did I do this and like
was it a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
It was bad.
Bad thing. Yeah, it was freaky. It
was weird.
And usually like it would last the whole day. Like it would just happen all of a sudden, or like I would notice it, and then when I would go to sleep, it would stop.
You'd reset.
And then there was a time when I moved back to Florida. And I started working at a new Starbucks because I used to be a barista.
A barista.
And I worked at this really shitty one. It was super stressful. And I remember one time I had it, but it like lasted like weeks.
Jeez.
Yeah, it lasted like fucking weeks. And like I would look at like my friends and like sometimes I would just be like, I can't believe like we're real right now. I can't believe like I'm a consciousness strapped on a body. Like this is insane.
You were a brain scan.
I was a brain scan.
You were
absolutely.
Soma cracked your fucking shell.
And eventually I looked it up and I found out about these things. And I found out that it's like something that happens to people. And also like it's not like entirely harmful. Like it's like, as long I think some people like experience it all the time.
Yeah.
But some described it as a stress mechanism. So I think that would make sense for like that point in my life.
Yeah.
To like kind of
me
to do this to kind of cope
it's like a
with
suppression system.
Yeah, to cope
your
with
body fucking protecting itself.
Yeah, ever since also like I learned about it, I think I've just been more aware of like my stress and like if I'm having like sort of feeling like I'm about to dissociate, and I feel like ever since then like I haven't had it to happen.
Yeah.
But
no, that's cool. Yeah, that's fucking interesting. I've heard of people like that sort of like that feel like people explain it. I don't the feeling that I get, I'm not like that, like I don't feel that far out.
Okay.
I just feel like it gives me, if anything, it feels an advance. Like but it's not, it's just, for me, it's like a form of thinking.
Yeah.
Like I feel
that's
like
what it sounds like from your perspective. It
yeah,
doesn't
like
sound
just
like
the way
you're
process.
Dissociating.
Yeah, it's like I have a layer of processing before it gets to me.
Yeah, you've got a 3D cache.
Yes, I have.
Shout out to AMD. Let's get those sponsors
let's fucking get them in here.
Yeah, buy a Threadripper today from Mostly Negative Podcast.
Yeah, get your 1% off. When you use
put it on my credit card.
Get fucked, Mostly Negative. But
that should be our thing. With get fucked.
Get fucked.
Yeah.
No, that's interesting. I mean, yeah, I definitely think there's lots of, and that, like I said, with the one, I think too with mine, like I really never, like I'm not like a stress. I've never really felt, I've never been like a stressed person.
A stress haver.
I just don't have stress. Yeah, I just don't, like I've never had, like I don't stress.
Yeah.
Which, like I said, again, I think there's levels of that. I think there's like, I think there is a healthy level of stress. Yeah. I think people, like you were talking about when you talked about last week, when you have that little bit of like twinge to you, like that
definitely.
little burn. Like I don't have that ability to do that to myself because I don't have. It's like I said, I think it's both a negative and a positive.
Okay.
And I think, like I said, I think there's good parts of it, there's bad parts of it. I think everybody could probably benefit a little bit from it. I also think I say things like that, like I say. Like, I'll say this, I'll say this like to my wife. I'll be like, why can't you just, I'm like, just don't feel that way.
Don't feel.
Yeah. Like just, and she's like, what are you, like, are you a fucking robot? I'm like, I don't know.
Turn off.
Yeah. But I think that's a part of that. Like I say all this stuff and everything I'm saying is from my own context. Yeah. So I have no idea. Well, I do have an idea. I know that it doesn't apply to anyone besides me.
Yeah. And also there are no absolutes. I know that.
Yes, there is. Yeah. So like, but I think that's like I said, like I say these things, but I don't really, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's hard to grasp those other things because you're like, I don't even know how other people process that sort of information. Like, I don't even know, like for me, I'm like, what do you mean? Like just don't be mad. Don't be sad. Don't
just will away your depression.
Yeah. Like just fucking make it go away. Like, isn't it your brain? Yeah.
I need you to watch a specific episode in season 15 of Always Sunny.
Do they have it?
It's the Glenn episode.
Oh, he's fucking
speaking of,
is that the one where he tries to will away like diabetes or something?
Oh yeah, did you see it?
I've seen clips of it. Yeah, he's like, "What do you? I will just control it."
Speaking of Glenn Howerton, excellent actor.
Oh yes, I haven't seen. Have you seen Blackberry?
No, I want to so bad.
I want to see it too. Him in a serious role.
Did you know that he was up for Star-Lord?
Really?
And I think he couldn't do it. Could you imagine the world we would be living in right now
him as-
if he
as a
was
Disney
fucking
character?
Star Lord? Holy he would have been a good one.
He would have been. Very
I
good.
think
But it would've
Chris
definitely-
Pratt is great, but
Chris Pratt is a good, but he's also like he like that sort of role, that whole thing, like Jurassic Park, all that. So like he just became like Disney superhero man.
just the guy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he changed from Parks and Rec,
Lovable
fat,
idiot.
funny guy,
Yeah.
into like superhero man.
Yeah.
You know, like, and now that's all he can ever be. You know, like he will be. I think the only person who's like kind of dipped a little bit out of it, like, and even so, they still always play is like Henry Cavill.
Okay. You think?
done
What do
it-
you mean?
Like
Dipped
he
out of it.
He broke out of like the super
Oh.
hero
Yeah.
role because
Well,
like
what
he
else
was
has
the
he
original.
done?
He's Witcher.
Yeah.
Which I mean, he is still a
Geralt
super,
is the badass.
he is,
but-
but he's like a like edgy, like he's not playing like a fucking Marvel character, you know, like he's not playing like good guy superhero man, you know, so like he has, you know, he has the ability to like come out of the role, like he's doing the 40K,
Yeah.
you know, like he's doing a 40K movie, which fucking sounds dope, like fucking, or not a movie, he's doing a whole show.
For 40K.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
and he's a huge 40K player and fan.
Yeah.
So like it's
And
cool.
a Dungeons and Dragons player.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I think there's some guys who like kind of broke a little out of it, but some of them it's like,
Yeah.
you know, fucking what's his face, Thor.
Yeah.
You know, like when you see
Oh,
him in
no,
other
he
movies,
can't be
like
anything else.
he tries to be in like all
Yeah.
those like action movies.
Thor
where-
kind of sucks.
yeah. No, I mean,
Except for that
Ragnarok
one.
was good.
Which one?
Ragnarok.
Oh,
the
that was fucking amazing.
Yes,
Yeah, that movie
like,
was
that
amazing.
was really good.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I think when they went into that kind of like cool, like, you
Yeah.
know, like synth wave,
Oh, I
you know,
agree.
Thor was
Yeah.
awesome.
And they tried to do it again, but apparently it didn't
was
work. I
not
didn't
good.
see the fourth one.
No,
so.
yeah, I saw it. Not good. Not good at all.
I still haven't seen Guardians 3 yet. I want to, but I mean, you know my
How many-
position on this, but
How many good soundtracks are left? They
Uh,
already used
yeah.
up all the good soundtracks. That's what makes those
stopped-
movies.
Yeah, I stopped being in Marvel after Endgame. I was like, okay, it's finished.
Endgame was
the
fu-
20.
yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was. They
Everything
should've just
leading
called
up
it
to
that.
that was really good.
Yes.
Well, most of it, not. You know,
I just don't
Thor 1 and
understand
2.
the shows. Like when you go
Yeah.
on fucking Disney Plus,
Yeah.
there's like 70 fucking Marvel shows.
It's too much.
There's like Shield.
And also, like,
Shield
who is
2 fucking
who is the guy that took over Captain America?
took over Captain
Yeah,
America.
who is that? Hawk or not?
Oh,
I know it's not Hawkeye.
Falcon.
Falcon. He fucking sucks at acting.
Yes, horrible.
He
actor.
is the worst
Yes.
actor.
Yes.
A lot of them are terrible
Yes.
actors.
Yeah.
I think.
But he became like a standalone character.
Yeah.
Like they pulled out a fucking background actor.
Yeah.
And gave him like a star role.
Yeah, an NPC.
They should have just like picked a new actor. Been like,
Yeah,
oh, sorry, like
absolutely.
new guy. When we're making
Yeah.
you the main character, we're gonna put in a fucking better actor. Because yeah, that guy was fucking
Yeah.
miserable like that. Because he's in one of those shows too.
Yeah, he has his own show.
Does he have his own?
He
whole
has his
show?
own fucking
Isn't there
show.
like fucking
Yeah.
She-Hulk
But I
too,
think-
where she's like a lawyer? I
Yeah,
heard
but
that was
isn't that
horrible.
cool? No, I don't know. I don't give a fuck about
Nah,
any of
there's
it
just
anymore.
so many. When I look on Disney Plus, I'm just like, I have no idea. What's
I think
going on.
that's like why, like after Endgame, like I didn't grow up super into superheroes, but like in the 2010s is when I got into Marvel Cinematic, and I was finally like, I lent it my suspension of disbelief, and I was like, okay, like this shit's cool. Like if I, pretend.
Yeah.
But I think like the like more indie comics and stuff like that, like for
Yeah.
example Invincible and The Boys, like those shits are picking up where Marvel left off. Like that is
I think they're just getting. I think Marvel became too much like Hollywood.
yeah.
Got Hollywooded
Yeah.
away from being a comic book series and like
Yeah.
not as like nitty gritty, like because like comic books like good like like they're like gritty and have like a cool
Yeah.
like darkness to them. Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
have a little hint.
All
like,
DC comics.
yeah, like that
Yeah.
was like comics were always, like I remember like the fucking like old like that Iron Man fucking Genesis, I think it was. I forget which
Yeah.
one it was, but it was like showing Iron Man. Tony Stark was like a severe alcoholic, like a psychotic like alcoholic, and that was a part of the comic. But like they don't, but they just turn him in, like they take away all that. And that was always like the counterpart
Yeah.
of the storyline was like him fucking
They have, like, their
suffering
own
with
vices
alcoholism.
and fucking-
They touch
yeah.
on it in like the beginning of Iron Man. I think he
Yeah.
is recovering from
Yeah.
alcoholism.
That's
But
like
then,
Robert Downey Jr. IRL.
he is Iron Man.
Yeah.
He's just Tony
Yeah,
Stark.
he is actually. Yeah,
He looks
That's
exactly.
who I think Iron Man is.
Yeah, he looks exactly like the
Yeah.
comics, like before, like what the old
Yeah.
like it looks like he was made after the comic.
Yeah.
Like they created a person to be Tony Stark. But yeah, like that sort of thing. I was a big Iron Man fan
Okay.
growing up. So like when Iron Man came up, that's what got me in.
Well,
I
Iron
was
Man
like-
is sick.
Yeah, I was
I
just
think
like,
Spider-Man is sick too.
I just liked it because it seemed reasonable.
Yeah.
In the scale of Marvel, that like a dude could just make a suit.
Yeah.
and be a
Definitely,
and be
yeah.
a superhero.
It felt real.
Like it wasn't like he got bit by a radioactive spider. He's not from a different planet.
Okay,
he doesn't have a
so-
magical ring. Like he's just a dude. He's an alcoholic dude with a suit. You know, like I was like, oh, that's badass.
All right, Iron Man versus Batman.
Ooh.
Just summarize it real quick.
I think Batman wins
Yeah.
just because of who Batman is. I
being
think
a
Iron Man
fucking-
doesn't have the same level of preparation that
Yeah.
Batman would have.
Yeah.
Batman
Batman would have lawyers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Batman is a fucking creepy dude in a cave who spends he would spend his entire he would figure out that was like the Justice League thing. Like he would be walking around with like a fucking Kryptonian bullet and a fucking Flash killer and a Wonder Woman fucking knife. He had the ability to kill everyone. That being said, I think in the universe of DC, the idea that there's a Batman versus Superman is ridiculous to me.
Fuck Superman.
Yeah, because he's Superman.
Yeah.
He's a stupid character. They
Yeah, he's
shouldn't
a
have made him.
dumbass character.
Yeah,
I never
that's
watched those, by the way.
They're
Never
just
been into
dumb.
Superman.
They're dumb. Like if you got punched by Superman, you would be eviscerated. You would blow up. You would be
Okay,
gone.
Superman versus Goku. No, I'm just fucking joking.
Versus
it was always-
10,000 bears.
I think Dragon Ball Z is like the main reason why I never took Marvel seriously growing up because I grew up on Dragon Ball Z.
See, I
so
didn't.
anytime I would see Superman, it'd be like, well, Goku is power level 1 billion.
yeah. Like what can he do?
You just you know. I think that's why I was just always like, well, Goku would fucking slaughter these people.
Yeah, Goku would
you
just
know?
beat the shit out of these
Yeah.
people. Yeah, no, I was never a big Dragon Ball person. I think DC. I like the universe of the DC things.
like
some of
DC,
them.
yeah.
I like.
I liked Batman Beyond.
Yep.
Whew, so good.
I think all the Batman, like the Batman,
Yeah.
I think if they stayed. I don't. Their movies now are absolute dog shit.
Yeah. I don't know why they needed to come
Aquaman?
up. They didn't need to come
you seen
up with
Aquaman?
No, fuck no.
It is.
It's Jason Momoa.
I hate him
Yeah.
as an actor.
Yeah.
He is.
He needs to
the
go
wor-
away.
How did he become famous off of playing a role of a dude who didn't of
Because
being
he's
a
pretty.
Dothraki?
Because let's ask Sarah.
Yeah, well, he literally doesn't speak English. He doesn't talk. He's a fucking mute Dothraki
Yeah.
dude. Is all he did was look
Just
cool.
a male model.
Yeah, he just looked cool. They're like, this guy should be an actor. I'm like, he didn't talk.
Now,
He's
on the
not-
other hand, Gal Gadot is an amazing actress.
yeah, no, and I love
She's
her.
excellent. She's the best.
No, yeah, he's like that. But Aquaman, like that
Yeah.
is by far like.
Well, they were trying to copy like the MCU.
Yeah.
DC didn't need its own fucking cinematic universes. Just make little one-offs and don't even have them in the same
or
fucking
don't
universe.
just stick with Batman.
Batman trilogy,
your bread and butter.
Joker. Yeah, I agree.
Just fucking stick with Batman.
Now there was one that was good. It was like a kid that turned into but he turns into a man. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, he's like a little kid, and his superpower is he turns into a strong man that can fly, and it was a DC movie.
A DC
I think there
movie.
were two of them.
I think that was one of your dissociations. I think you
Shazam.
imagine.
No.
Oh, Shazam.
You motherfucker! I'm not dissociating.
was really nice.
I'm gonna drive my Gundam away.
I'm out of here.
Yeah,
Shazam.
It was
I
that was
didn't see
good.
it.
It was
good?
fine. It was good. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was totally its
That
own.
actor is pretty funny. The guy who
Yeah.
plays the big Shazam guy.
Yeah.
I've seen him in other. He was always a funny guy.
Yeah.
Fucking the Flash movies are horrendous.
I
Also,
would-
that actor though is I'm pretty sure a full. You want to talk about a dissociated? He's a crazy person.
That's what. Yeah, I hear he's an abuser.
Yeah, he's just straight crazy person,
Yeah.
but he's still the Flash. They haven't dropped him. They're like, he's cool. We like him.
Yeah.
But fucking.
Well, they already spent their money, so
yeah,
they
but
got
Joker.
Yeah, amazing.
Joker is fucking.
What was your
absolute-
favorite line off of that?
Oh well, no, I was thinking favorite line. I think we were talking about fucking.
The Joker.
Well, no, but when I was talking about the line, I was talking about cooked him or blazed him in the Hollywood, the Tarantino movie.
Oh,
As you're saying, Joker though
Gotcha.
has incredible. I was just saying Joker's laugh.
Oh, his
Fucking
laugh.
yeah, fucking what's his name?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix's
Amazing.
laugh of him, that
Yeah.
Joker laugh. Heath Ledger's Joker obviously is incredible. I mean, it's really good. I think
It killed him.
I think it killed him. Yeah, I was
did
gonna
kill
say
him.
it was too
Yeah.
good.
It was the method acting.
It murdered
the
him.
character, the Joker killed him.
Yeah, the Joker
the
fucking killed Heath
actual
Ledger.
Joker,
Yeah.
permeated into the fourth wall and
Yes, and he
fucking
was gone.
murdered Heath Ledger. Actually.
Yeah, I mean that's those movies.
Well, they had a buffer, so it's not like that Joaquin Phoenix had to follow that up because
Yeah.
they had Little Peep.
Yeah.
Joker. Who the fuck asked for 30 seconds to Mars? Little Peep Joker.
That was so bad. Fucking Jared Leto, right?
Yeah, Jared Leto.
That was horrendous. It was just like, well, yeah. I think they were just afraid that he was going to kill himself. So like, let's just make a funny Little Peep Joker who like isn't going to be suicidal.
Yeah.
You know? Like, we'll just make
we'll go easy. We'll go easy.
We'll just make a fucking vanilla version. You know, like, but yeah, no, fucking the Joker, that movie, it's just fucking incredible.
Well, I haven't seen it.
You've never seen the Joker?
Well, no, I've seen the Joker. I haven't seen Suicide Squad.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah, horrible.
horrible fucking movie. So fucking bad. The characters are fucking ridiculous. The plot, the whole thing is fucking dumb.
Maybe like, you know, really in a way, Heath Ledger, like he died to give us like this performance. Like actually he died. You know, like Joaquin Phoenix, I'm guessing is, you know, a lot older than when Heath Ledger was. And, you know, you know, this Joker wasn't able to permeate the fourth wall.
He didn't break through.
And kill.
Now he's Napoleon and he's going to take over the world.
I need to see that.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fucking good. I think it's an Apple Plus.
Wait, I thought movies weren't good.
That's not a movie.
Oh, shit. Oh, it's a show?
Pretty sure it's a show.
Oh, shit. That sounds fucking awesome.
I think it's an Apple Plus series.
Speaking of
Apple Plus has some fucking good shows.
Oh, that's right.
That's the one I talked about. Fucking
Apple Plus.
Yeah, Blackbird, really fucking good. That they have. What was that? I think Shrinking.
Okay.
With fucking the dude from I was forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Okay.
What's his name? Fucking Jason
Momoa.
Jason Momoa. No, it's not Jason.
Get away!
Get out of my head! Why am I thinking of your long hair,
muscly body,
cool
and your
eyes?
abs? No, they're not cool. Anyways,
no, but yeah, that fucking Shrinking was an incredible show. It had why can't I think of anybody's names in it?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Really good show. Blackbird was really good. There's a couple other series on there. I mean, Apple just had like
Sarah Silverman.
No.
That wasn't him?
Sarah Silverman, the fucking actress.
Oh.
The fucking comedian. Fucking female comedian who tries to just talk about the same shit that every other fucking female comedian talks about.
Amy Schumer.
Oh, God. There are some funny. There is some really... I saw some fucking clips of this girl doing fucking crowd work and just fucking people up.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious. Like, she wasn't doing skits.
Yeah.
She literally would just call people out of the fucking stands and just fuck people up.
That's amazing.
I think they had her on. I think she was on Two Bears, One Cave.
Okay.
They had her on. I forget her name.
Yeah.
But she was
If you
just
remember, tell me and I'll look it up.
Yeah. It was fucking good. They have some good people on there every once in a while. But speaking of episodes that are about nothing, like our episode currently.
Yes.
I literally just... Their most recent episode was just them sitting there eating like food from other countries.
That sounds awesome.
But it wasn't even... Most of it was like a solid 30 minutes of them gagging and coughing.
Americans.
Yeah. But it was funny as shit. It's good.
So episodes about nothing. Did you watch Breaking Bad?
Yes.
It's a masterpiece.
Incredible show.
Do you think it's a masterpiece?
Yes.
I think it is like the television masterpiece.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I mean, he fucking... Well, I can't remember any actor's name right now, but...
Heisenberg. Oh, that's not his real name.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I literally can't think of a
the Heisenberg actor?
Yes.
Fucking what's his name? Walter White. No.
Walter White.
Heisenberg actor. What's his name? That's why we need a tech person here.
Yeah. Hey, Booth.
Look
Bryan
it up.
Cranston.
Bryan Cranston. Yeah.
Fucking absolutely incredible actor.
I think you know, talking about like people who can only do like one or two roles.
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston can
do any role.
Every role.
He can be fucking Malcolm in the Middle.
I'll give you Malcolm Middle. I'll give you one that you might not know. Bryan Cranston has done a fuck ton of voice acting work.
Really?
Yeah. So he voiced a lot of bad guys in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Really?
From back in the day. Yes, a lot of them.
Yeah, he's definitely like an absolutely incredible.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah. I mean, Breaking Bad. That is just like the the story, and then all around there is not a bad actor in that show. Like you could take any actor out of that show and put them by themselves and they fucking shine. Like fucking Skylar, that girl, the woman, his wife, like I fucking hated her. For an actress to solicit that sort of feeling from you, like, that is an incredible talent.
I'm really glad like that you said that because you know, I've watched Breaking Bad twice,
Yeah.
and of course, like on my first watch, like I hated her,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, like now
She's the
thinking
good
about it in
person.
retro, yeah, she is. I realized that in the second watch,
she's
I
the
was like,
protagonist.
she's very reasonable.
She's the protagonist.
Everything that she did was reasonable, but
Yeah.
you know, like looking back, that is what art is.
Yeah,
is
being
art
able to
is making,
elicit-
making you have a feeling, and like she did that so well.
Oh, she's incredible.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah. Yeah, like you literally fucking hated her.
You hate her.
Yeah, like that is, and to have that skill to
Yeah.
to do that thing, and fucking Gus,
Yeah.
that dude who plays that, like he is a terrifying dude.
Yes.
Like and does that role so incredibly well. Like playing the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like he's Moff Gideon.
I love him as
too.
Moth Gideon.
Yeah, like he just plays the role so good.
Moff.
Like he just I don't even know what it is. Like he's just able to be the bad guy so good. And like fucking I've been watching Better Call Saul too. You seen that one?
Bro, another masterpiece.
Another masterpiece.
Did you see the whole thing yet?
Not the whole thing yet.
Dude, watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Because like I remember when I dropped off of Breaking Bad
Yeah.
and then I came back to it and then I realized and then
That it's the
Better Call
greatest.
Saul, like I'm wary of AMC.
Yeah.
And also I don't typically like sequels or spin-offs. So like I thought they were just milking it.
Yep.
But no.
No.
They
It's
do
fucking-
it. They do it and they close the book.
Do
And it
they?
is so
I need to finish
good.
it.
It is so good.
Like, I mean,
Sarah
Gus-
needs to finish it too.
Oh yeah, it's fucking.
That's what we're gonna watch next, Sarah.
if you're listening.
Yeah, if you're
To
listening to the
either entity of
podcast.
this,
But we really didn't talk about gaming today, which I think is like fine. We're not really.
Fuck 'em.
We're not. Fuck the viewers.
Yeah, fuck 'em. You know what they
We're-
say in
yeah, we're
Zimbabwe.
spreading our wings.
Yeah.
But do you have a hidden gem?
Hidden gem. Oh, we're rolling into a. Do you?
A hidden gem. Let me ask you, is there a game that was undeservedly shit on or dead on arrival that you think did not deserve it? Not Guns of Icarus.
Not Guns of Icarus.
Not
Yeah.
Guns of Icarus. Any game like that.
I'm sure there is one that I could think of.
I'll give mine.
You have one?
Yeah, I'll give mine.
Let's hear it.
I think Artifact was an incredible game.
Yeah.
I think Valve dropped the ball with Artifact, one by letting Richard Garfield, the creator of Magic, control too much. They should have made it free from the start.
Yeah.
They should have maybe like just gave you a base pack of cards
Yeah,
to
just
like
let
a
anyone try
starter
it out.
set, a two-player set.
Get people in.
Yeah, and so it was $20 from the start, which really fucked it. And then another terrible thing about it was the random arrows, so it would randomly choose where your
the
character is.
RNG. Nobody likes
I
RNG.
think if they didn't have the random arrows, but like still had where you can adjust where your character attacks,
Yeah.
I think that would have been sweet.
Yeah.
And then also one big issue with the game was it was a beautiful game. It had great sound design and looked cool,
Yeah, it did
but
look
it was
fucking cool.
hard. It was hard for spectators to watch. And I have a
Yeah.
theory about that. I think that everyone still is too much up in peasantry to adopt the ultra wide master race, because I think that is a game optimized for the ultra wide. Because
That's
imagine
true,
it. Now
could
you can
all the
see
lanes.
everything.
Yeah, you could watch everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, just everyone.
So we
needed
just
an
weren't
ultra
ready
wide.
for it.
Yeah, we weren't into the
Yeah.
ultra wide fucking phase of everyone's lives where
Yeah.
everyone's got a fucking ultra wide. We need our Apple Vision.
Yeah.
We need our headsets.
Oh god, dude. Imagine that is so fucked, dude. All those
That
memes.
seems crazy to
I
me.
hate it.
Like I've seen videos, which I don't know if I don't investigate any further than
Yeah.
like watching the first
Where
4
they're
seconds
driving.
and skipping. Yeah, driving.
I don't know if that's right.
that
It's
real?
got to be real. It's
Can you
got to be real.
How?
Well, you can see through them.
But it's got to be blocking your peripheral vision.
Yeah, it has to be.
Right.
Yeah,
And like if you can't see this part of your eyes, this is your peripherals are the only thing that matter when you're driving.
yeah,
What's in front of you doesn't matter because anybody fucking can know how traffic moves. What matters is your lanes left and right.
Yeah.
That's when accidents happen. So how do you have a fucking headset on your head? I don't.
yeah,
That seems crazy to me. I
California
mean, when people
people.
walking around with it, I mean, you look like an asshole.
yeah.
But-
Do you need to be watching a video while you're fucking
Yeah, like
going through the mall?
what are you doing?
Yeah, you fucking
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
I got
what are
my
you doing?
tweets up right here.
Yeah, like could you like yeah, I just don't understand what you could be doing. I
Yeah.
could see like, you know, I don't know. It still just seems weird to me. I don't understand a world
yeah,
where you can or you can be, okay with all of that. Like, where
Yeah.
you're like, oh, this is like just like fucking waltz around town, fucking,
Yeah.
just with a fucking headset on, like, I don't understand
Yeah.
how that is a thing.
I think AR is gonna really go far. I don't think that, like, this is it. Like, I'm not gonna fucking walk around with a
Yeah, it's too bulky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like
maybe
when
if it
we
was-
have it like in our cars, like built in, like if you have it on your windshield, where
people-
it's
yeah, I
like,
guess that's
dude, this person is coming too close, too fast.
Yeah.
But this person just did this.
That
Oh, you have
person's
something on your
texting.
side. Yeah. This. Oh, I fucking already know everyone who's fucking texting.
This person's texting
get
and
my
driving.
gun.
Yeah.
Just kidding, NSA.
Yeah, just kidding.
But,
have we done it?
I don't know. Do we have anything else? Do you want to say something?
I have nothing.
Do you want to just like add?
No, I've already,
something?
like I said,
I think there's something that
spammed speech.
Isn't there something you need to tell us? That secret of yours
Do I have a
that you've
secret?
been hiding?
Oh God! How do you know?
Let's unpack this. No, I think we've done it. This
Yeah.
was I liked this freeform episode. This
Yeah.
was fun. This was a nice break.
Yeah,
And
I like I said, I don't think that we need.
yeah.
I mean, I think most of our episodes, even when we do have a supposed subject, we're usually just fucking around anyways.
Yeah.
So fuck them.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've been listening to the Mostly Negative podcast. Please make sure to smash the motherfucking like button, bitches, or don't.
Or don't.
Yeah.
Or do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye forever.
Bye forever. And go fuck yourselves.